All right. So it's been about a week, and I've just honestly just been avoiding doing this. Had a lot of things happen in the last week, but I want to keep doing this. So just gotta get down to it, I guess. I have a couple things that I need to talk about. Um, First and foremost, it's been a couple days short of a month, so I'm not really a month down, but I'm pretty close to it, and I really miss my kids, my wife and my kids. Talking to them, I've only been really talking to them for a few minutes each day, the way the schedule is. So it's in the morning for maybe a couple of minutes, and really like my daughter Emmeline, she's like asleep. So it hasn't really been a whole lot with her. My son Max, for some reason, he is a morning person, so I'm not sure if he's mine because I'm definitely not a morning person. And then at night, so I can talk to them for a few minutes in the morning, and then for a few minutes around midnight, which um, you know, not really all that awake at that time. So the quality of the of the Facebook Messenger phone calls that I've been getting, it's just and it's not their fault. Um, it's it's just the situation. So and what I've gotten, I appreciate, but I just wish I could get more. Um, but when I wake up in the morning, I get ready, I go to work, um, and then when I get out of work, they're asleep basically. So um, the only time that I can really talk to them is right before I have to go to work, and then they're waking up. When they're waking up, it's midnight for me. Um, so it's just been very difficult. The only time I've had like extended is on the weekends, which for me Saturday is their Friday, so really it's just Sunday um, where I get a longer conversation with them. So what's been going on the last week? Well, um, my advice to anyone out there listening to this that is looking for like people's experience is do not trust that somebody knows their job or what they're supposed to do without really diving down and getting too specific. Almost every single thing that I've tried to do since 3 days before I was supposed to transfer out to Louisiana, there's been it's all been a hassle. There's been some sort of conflict. Someone out there has mismanaged whatever it is, and I can take some of the blame because when you're going through things like this, you really should know what you're doing. But there are supposed to be experts out there that you should be able to go to that you can trust that are going to get things right. And I don't want to be too specific, but I'm having pay issues right now. My um, my BAH is wasn't processed correctly. It's being corrected, so that's gonna get fixed. Um, and then a multitude of other things, right? But it's just it's very disheartening that and that happened. And then here's so there's this allowance that you're given when you transfer called DLA, dislocation allowance, right? Um, and there is an instruction that talks about DLA, right? And it's got all these words, it's got all these different things to see who qualifies for DLA and who doesn't qualify for DLA. Um, and it's very easy to misinterpret. Um, so I'm having an issue with my DLA because I'm trying to go into the barracks. Uh, upon further review of the instruction and getting clarification and everything, I wasn't eligible for DLA. The Navy gave me $2,700 because I'm a chief and I have dependents. So I'm eligible for $2,700 at that time. So I got this allowance back in the beginning of July because I asked for advance pay because I needed it to move my family out to Japan. Right? It's very expensive to move out here, especially we had like animals. We spent a ridiculous amount of money getting my wife and kids and animals ready to come out here. And oh wait, I'm here by myself. Thanks, Navy. But anyways, so not to get off track. So I got this amount of money, and originally, so after everything happened, and it was like August 1st when my orders got changed. I went in to PSD and Banger, and I'm like, hey, I have this new set of orders. Am I still eligible because I'm still a chief and I still have dependents? Am I still eligible for this, or am I eligible for the single? And they didn't really know, and they didn't know who to talk to. So what they said is, don't spend it, just hold on to it. Well, I mean, that's fine to say don't spend it, hold on to it, but it's very difficult to not spend that when you have expenses like moving to Japan because it was still expensive for me to come out here. And so what they said is more than likely I was just eligible for the single, because it's just me coming out here. So I was like, okay, I can eat that. What the difference is, I think like $900. I'm like, I can eat that. That's not that big a deal. Whatever. Okay. I just found out yesterday. So I'm trying to be a resident advisor in the barracks. It'll be, I think it'll be easier on me and my family for me to do that. Plus, like they need senior people there to handle the laundry list of things that the RAs are responsible for. So, like, sure, I'm out here by myself. I might as well help out, and so that I can help out and it'll be make things easier on us because if I do that, I don't have to worry about a car. I don't have to worry about insurance. There's just a lot of different things that'll just work itself out. 743. So, anyways, because I want to go into the barracks, I'm not eligible for DLA at all. So now I have to pay back $2,700, and either they take it out right away, which I don't even get paid that much anyways, month to month. So it's going to come out monthly. So now I'm out like I think it came out to like $220, $230, something like that each month for the next year. It's very very awesome situation that I find myself in, which if there, I don't even know really what to say. There are so many variables that led up to where I'm at right now. Um, and I can't point my finger at one single person. And it is just amazing to me that I'm in this situation right now. Um, so it's just one of those things. The RA application that I have is finally being routed up the chain of command. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna get approved for that or not. So, hey, I might not even get approved. So then there's $1,800 that I don't have to pay back, which still sucks because I don't want to move out in town. I would rather stay in the barracks. Let's see. I've been talking about some negative stuff, so let's talk about some positives. So I got a friend back in Washington. I've known him for a long time now. Chase Young. He is doing this new music project, which sounds amazing. It's called Harold's Last Chance. I'm going to put a link in the description because I figured out how to do that. So I'm going to do that. You should check it out. It's really good. It's like pop punk. He says he compares it to Blink 182. It is way better than anything that Blink 182 has done since Take Off Your Pants and Jacket because Blink 182 sucks. They're terrible. Don't sell yourself short, Chase. You're more like I don't know. I don't know. I would say it sounds like Slick Shoes to me, in my opinion. It sounds a lot like them, which are way better than Blink 182. So check him out. It's good stuff. Um, so I don't know if I've talked about this before. I don't think I have because I'm pretty sure this is pretty recent. But my son Max, he turns 6 on October 18, which happens to be a Friday. Now, last year, MXPX came out with a new album, so it's not really new anymore, but they have a song in there called Friday Tonight, and my kids love that song. They think it's hilarious. There's a part in the song where they sing about the goddamn refrigerator, so it's a Friday reference. It's Friday Tonight tribute. If you want to know more about it, look it up. I'm sure you can figure it out. Um, but anyways, they filmed a video at the arcade in Bremerton. Um, so my wife is going to be taking him. They made invitations. They're going to give it out to the class, but it's a refrigerator and it's got a little sticker on it that says Friday Tonight. Obviously, the lyrics is in the goddamn refrigerator, so they didn't put that on the invitation because it's for a bunch of kindergartners. But they're gonna be there. So I really wish I could be there for that because it'd be an awesome time. But that's what my wife's doing for him, which is pretty awesome. Um, right now she's there in Washington by herself without me watching not only my kids, but it feels like every time I talk to her, she's got, at least 3 or 4 other kids from other families because of other things that are going on. So it's like I'm just sitting here moping in my hotel room while she's actually doing stuff. It's pretty amazing. Um, yeah. So I don't want to get into it too much because I don't know what's really going to end up going down. But um, there is the there is a sailor in my command who recently got orders, um, and this is one of the reasons why I'm so I'm so over Millington, and I'm over Subpack, and the way that they handle Manning. But he has orders, and his orders are just absolutely ridiculous given my situation and his situation. And I could go on and on and on and talk about the horror stories of things that have happened, not only for me, but the sailors that I've worked with, sailors that have worked with me, sailors that I know. And when I went through ANAV school, like where, one person wanted to go to Connecticut, the other one wanted to go to Norfolk, and they got swapped. And then Neely says, oh, this needs the Navy. I can't do anything. But I've got one guy going one place, another going another place. Similar report dates, blah, 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 blah. They don't care. And it's really sad for me to say that and really come to that realization. But um, there might be a way to work some things out with some orders. I don't know, just protect yourself, right? Um, yeah, I think that's about it. I've been yammering around on for close to 14 minutes now, and I should probably let you guys go. So, all that being said, uh, I'm almost, I'm almost, so I'm completely checked into the command. I'm almost through the AOB stuff, which is the area orientation brief. I finished up that this week, and then I can really start doing my job, which will be good for me to actually start doing that. Because I don't know. Yeah, that's it. So have a good night.